Hey everyone, it's Michelle Rojas. So last night I worked on the first episode of Overlord II, which is the second series to the Overlord series. Like I said yesterday, I haven't seen this series before, so I was going into it with very little information. And I can say for sure that you absolutely need to see the first series to understand what is happening. I was very confused as to what was going on. I do know that there were a lot of new characters being introduced, so even if you have seen the first one, I don't know that you would get right away what was going on either. But Overlord is a show that deals with a very large world, so if you don't have an understanding of that world already, you're going to be even more confused. That being said, Overlord has a lot of serious moments that I didn't realize it had. I thought it was a lot more comedy-centric, which it does still have a lot of comedic moments, but it felt like it was much more centered around all the different political things going on in the world, where his people were, what they were doing, a lot of like military strategy stuff. I believe there has been some time within the series itself between Overlord and Overlord II, so it may have been just a lot of setup that I was seeing. I thought I wasn't going to have to do as much research on this project since Funimation did do the first series, but because there are so many new characters and this world just has so many characters in general, I did end up having to do quite a bit of research anyway. Knowing what I know now, I really need to get on watching that first series. Since it's Wednesday, I will be streaming tonight. I'm still getting through Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one, so I can play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that just came out on the Switch. I think I'm about almost halfway through that game, so I'm not making bad time, but I probably should play it more. What I've read is that it's a 70-hour game, which means that I really need to step it up. I do feel like I'm finally getting somewhere in that game, although it took over 20 hours to get to that point. It's definitely been slow with the exposition, but I do feel like things are finally starting to get interesting, so I'm happy about that. I'll be streaming it on my Twitch at 8 p.m. Central if you want to come check it out. That's all for me today, so as always, thank you for watching and see you tomorrow.